Meeting order and start with Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, good morning. Next thing on the agenda is the approval of the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next is the approval of the minutes of July 20th.
I'll move to approve the minutes of July 20th.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next is approval of claims for payment totaling $220,035.75.
I'll make a motion to approve the claims for payment this week.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next we have is a change of status in the Conservation Department.
I'll make a motion to approve the change of status. Conservation Department, Office Assistant, permanent part-time pay increase of 25 cents per hour to $10.50 per hour. And there you go.
It's for Becky Ferricks.
For Becky, oh, I'm sorry, did I say that?
It's all right.
For Becky Ferricks.
Okay, I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Motion carries. Next we have is an emergency management quarterly report. Roxanne could not be here.
I will make a motion to accept the emergency management quarterly report.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
This is for April through June of 2016.
Appreciate the work that she does with our schools and communities.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next is acknowledge receipt of animal feeding operation construction permit, Jim Bear Camp Facility, Section 29, Buckeye Township, where he's adding on to it.
I'll make a motion to acknowledge the receipt of the animal feeding operation construction permit, Jim Bear Camp Facility, Section 29, Buckeye Township.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Now we need to set time and date for public hearing on the animal feeding operation construction permit, Jim Bear Camp Facility, Section 29, Buckeye Township.
I'll move to set the time for 10:02, date August 17th.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion in the conference room?
Yes.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Now we have a change of status, Sheriff's Office.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the change of status for the hiring of permanent part-time correctional officer, Brittany Jo Small.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now I have a secondary roads department union contract. Mark, you're here. Did you want to say anything or?
Well, yeah, I would like to say that I asked the guys to be here. I don't know if they've signed the contract or not on their part, but I was under my understanding that they weren't going to sign it. I guess I want to put the county and you guys on notice that we're kind of tired of the unethical behavior during these contract negotiations by the person you hired to represent the county and his unethical methods. I signed the contract. I really didn't want to, but I felt I was bullied into it. Okay? And like I said, I don't know if the guy signed it. told me they weren't gonna do it, and I'm just kinda disappointed in the way the whole process went. And I will be contacting her about some issues. So,
What are the disappointments?
Yeah.
adding stuff to the contract we didn't even talk about.
Okay.
And putting it someplace in the contract that we didn't agree to. So I've already talked to Bert once. I'm going to be talking to him again. I signed the contract, like I said. I thought I was rolling into it, but that's on me. But the thing is, the guys told me they didn't want to sign the contract based on the last paragraph and the last page of the contract, and I didn't notice that they did. And it kind of goes against what we got coming up on a pending disagreement as far as what's going on as far as scheduling goes. So, just wanted to make that clear.
Okay. From there, I need a motion for the Secondaries Department union contract.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the Secondary Roads Department union contract. It's here.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? We do have Mark's signature. In order for them to get their pay raises, we do need a contract signed for the auditor's office to issue it. I'm not sure if we need the secondary roads to sign it or not. To my understanding, we don't, for us to go forward with that, but we do need something to authorize the auditor to pay their wages.
Well, like you said, I don't know. They said they weren't going to sign it. They don't agree with it, and you got a morale problem in that department. It needs to be addressed. So, but they're not here to defend themselves. I've asked them to be here, but they are afraid of retaliation. That's what
I wouldn't be afraid of retaliation. I don't know why we'd retaliate on anything.
I'm just telling you what they want me to say. I'm their paid representative.
So, any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you. Next I have is a resolution approving a 28E agreement with the Board of Health for Environmental Health Officer. This is something we've been working on for some time.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a resolution. It has been passed by the Board of Health, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And you did get information from, what office is Mindy in? The attorney, through the Attorney General's?
No, the Iowa Department of Public Health.
There we
And
go.
she works with someone from the Attorney General's office that reviewed the contract. So, yeah,
And they said this is fine
yes.
at this time.
I will
So,
make a motion to approve the resolution, the 2080 agreement with the Board of Health for Environmental Health Officer.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? What this is doing is allowing the county to hire a position, giving the Board of Health, giving the county the authority to hire the position.
Right.
We've reviewed it, and if there does end up being some misread items that we disagree with, we can go back and amend. But at this point in time,
Right.
what we've read, it seems to be a solid agreement between the Board of Health.
And they do have, there still are other people looking at it, and there's other verbiages from other counties that they may find that they think we should include, and we can
Right.
amend to do
We can
those
amend to do
also.
that. But this gives us the opportunity to get an application out, or take applications for the position.
Right.
So,
So it can be filled.
yeah, so it
Yes.
can be filled.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Ron,
Aye.
Renee,
Aye.
Lance.
Aye. Motion carries. Utility permit, secondary roads.
No utility permits.
Next, nothing on secondary roads. Okay. Next is the approval of final plans for bridge deck replacement project, BHS CO 42 79 63 42. This is a reconstruction of a bridge deck replacement.
Do you have any comments? I mean, I
This
can-
is that one in
That's the
Alden.
one that we had let, we only had one bidder, and it was 50% higher than our estimate. So we changed the plans a little bit to include replacing the concrete beam, so there's not as much handwork and stuff, so.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Which could make it a heavier bridge overall, and they can make the beam so it can take more weight, correct?
Right, you still have to be evaluated to see which ones, but you can carry oversized loads.
Right.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the final plans for bridge deck replacement project BHS CO 42 79 63 42.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. I have other business. I got Howard here. Howard Lynn, you had something you wanted to talk about?
Yeah. She had it on the map a while ago, you can see. Now, we've been married 70 years, the middle of March, and this is the first time we've attended one of these meetings. So it's a new experience for us. But we felt it was necessary, and we discovered that a culvert has been put in on the southwest corner of our farm, and it went west across the road. And I was wondering who asked for that culvert.
If it's going through the road,
That goes through the road, yes. And nothing was ever said to us ahead of time. And we just go by and check the farm once in a while, and we saw that culvert had been put in. And it looked like a 20-inch. The one that was in there before was about a 10-inch. And it used to pipe all the birds from the neighbor's farm into our pond bottom. And we had to cut birds. But that was open when we left the farm, but we rented to Steve Ritland now since 1987. And now this occurred, but it isn't known like this. What was the purpose? Who was it that requested it?
I don't know if it was requested. I don't
The
dare.
county doesn't go around and say, oh, this looks like it needs a new culvert.
They could.
Huh?
That could have been, if this is the work order, since I'm using a mobile version, it's not as detailed, but I can look. Would that be section 26 of Concord? Is it on G Avenue?
Section 25. And this is the southwest corner of our farm.
Is that
And it goes
Section
across the road
26.
that goes north
Yeah.
and south.
Is that on G Avenue?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So the one I have here, they replaced it. We don't replace anything less than 18 inches. So if it was 10, it's gonna become 18
Somebody
inches.
must have requested it.
Well, it shows that that pipe is separated, so it was probably sucking the road in. When the pipe,
Well, it's always been that way since we bought it in 1962. And we lived there till 87 or 86. And we moved to town and we rented it out to a young couple. And now this comes up, and then that isn't all. And he's got the quarter north of us, he's got the quarter northeast of us in the same section. And he's got a reputation, a guy across the road, that we've known him for a long time. And he's for himself, he's not for his neighbors. And I wouldn't be surprised if he took and put in surface drainage and drained it all into our farm. That's the type of guy he is. And now the digger is still up just in the corner of the farm, just north of us. And there's a pond there in the corner. And now there's all the pipe draining in our ditch on the south side, on the east side of the road. And I don't know what he's gonna do with it. He no doubt has a plan, because the digger's still there. And he's either gonna put in a culvert, which has never been there before, or else he's gonna try to pipe that pond out down our road ditch and into our farm. It's one of two things he's gonna do. And when I seen it, it upsets me. because we lived there all those years, got along fine. We had the county, when we bought it, they called it the county tie. It came from the southeast corner up to the middle of our farm and then split. And section went southwest and one went northwest. And they both went into his land. But then it was Tweet's land then. I don't know how long he's owned this, 2-3 years. And now he's doing this. And I know what his reputation is because I've heard from him about him for about 10-12 years ago already. So I don't trust him.
Okay.
And I don't want him dumping. Now, we've got 66 and 1/10 acres of wetlands right on that side, and that's where he's dumping it into. And we gave Ritland 6 and 1/10 acres to farm because he said that's 200 bushel corn land over there. So I wish I wouldn't have done it now, but I did. So it wasn't by his place, it's over there. But anyway, we signed up for that in 2014 in December, and we put in the wetlands, 4 different grasses that the FSA recommended. And we got it started last year, and this is the second year of it. And we signed up, we talked to our children. Now, we're kind of antiques. She's 90 and I'm 93. So anyway, we won't be around that long. But we talked to our children about this, putting it in wetland, and they said, go ahead and do it. We had a choice of 10 to 15 years, and they said, oh, take the 15. And so we signed it up for 15 years. But if we ever wanted to go back to farming that, it'd be impossible if he dumps water on us. And that's what the situation is. And I think it'll decrease the value of our land if his water is being dumped on us when it comes to selling it. We won't be selling it, but maybe the children. We got 4 children.
When it comes to surface drainage, though, we don't control surface drainage.
Well, see, that's what I'm afraid of.
The
That
ditches,
He'll go in there, the next year and that's why you wanted a big culvert in there, that's what I think, culvert.
And the drainage
But-
district isn't county, it's actually a district. Tina, do you know what district we're talking about there?
I don't offhand.
Anyway.
Well, we can look that up for you.
when we're talking roads only, you're talking culverts and ditches, correct?
Yeah, under the road.
Under the road.
Yeah, it drains, his would drain into ours. There was a culvert there, but there's about a 10-inch, and it's been there for years. It was working.
Right.
When we left the farm, it was working.
But it had a hole in it, and it was sucking the road in. And that's why they replaced it.
He had nothing to do with it.
No, that's county. There was a hole in the road that they discovered
And so they put in 20-inch.
because they don't put it 18.
18, that's our minimum that we
It's
put.
18. I
Yep,
didn't measure.
they don't put anything smaller than an 18-inch. So that was all county.
Well, what's gonna go happening up north then, on the northwest?
If it's a driveway, he would have a driveway permit, or he needs one. If it's in the field, we don't control it.
It's in the road ditch, where it looked like.
Well, they might just have it sitting there in the road ditch, but
Well, I don't know what he's gonna do with it. The big digger is sitting there.
Yeah,
Laying there, and he's got a pond in that corner, and he never able to raise crop in it, and the kind of water stuff in it. And I suspicion that he's gonna go down the road ditch and dump it on us to empty that pond.
which I think he can. Is that right, Daryl? Do you know?
What's that?
They can drain into the ditch, and then it'll gravity flow to wherever it ends up. That's legal, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, but you can't change the water course, can you?
Surface
The
drainage.
way of the land, you can't go against it, would it be normal drainage?
I don't think you can change the lay of the land, but when you're talking ditches, I don't think that's the lay of the land.
And you know, there's another thing, we've got 2 towers on there, and these cables are 48 inches deep along the edge of our farm going north of the corner, and they cross the road somewhere in there. And I don't know if it's on his side or it doesn't matter, and then they go to the towers that go across the next section, next door.
Okay.
And so they're there to contend with too. That's Florida Power and Light, and they've been wonderful to deal with all through from the beginning. So we got that road across, and they put one in the neighbors, which was fine. Anyway, that's the problem. We got this out there facing us, and if he's dumping water on our land, it's gonna depreciate the value of our farm. And I don't like to talk about him, but I know the first time I started north of Story City, what he'd done to a neighbor there. So, anyway, if it was you or somebody else, I wouldn't worry about it. But when it's him, I do. So anyway, that's the situation, and he's going to do something. He's got this pipe laying in the ditch. And what he's going to do, I don't know, but I suspect that he's going to drain that pond he's got in the corner, one way or the other. And it looks to me like it should go across the road.
And I don't think there's anything we can do about that.
He can if he crosses the road.
Now, how's that work on the road, Daryl?
What's that?
Can he put a culvert in under the road?
No, not without a
Permit.
working the right of way permit, correct?
Okay.
So I'm looking now to see any work orders there. We did the work because we have traffic
On the one
control.
culvert, he's talking to the next culverts that are still laying
And
there.
I'm not seeing anything on that right now.
See, and up there, on that end of the park, there was no culvert there before.
Is that
No
north,
intake on this side, so I don't know.
is that north of your farm where the culverts are laying?
Yes.
The-
In the northwest corner in the our road
Yep,
ditch.
okay.
That's where they're laying. What he's gonna do with them, I don't know. In fact, I never knew he was doing anything there. We had to go by.
And what he does is in his field, we don't control.
No, I know that.
But as far as we know so far,
Can he go down your road ditch? Well, exactly, we own up to the middle of the road here. That goes where
Yeah,
you pay for that initially.
yeah, you purchase it and then you get county right-of-way usage out of it.
So I don't know, if he goes down that ditch, is that legal?
I think so.
If it's, if
You're
normally
telling me
water
yes.
doesn't
We can
run
drain
that
into the
way?
ditch.
Yeah.
I didn't think you could go against the grain of normal slope of the land.
That's a legal question. I can't answer legally.
Well, I want you to be aware of the situation, and it's disturbing to me. It really is. Thank you.
Well, thank you for coming. Any other business? Hearing none, I can ask for adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.